Hello? Welcome back to another episode of Music Rec on Deck. I'm your host, Brad. Thank you for tuning in, as always. Today, we are doing another music recommendation from Woodstock 99. We're on Friday. Um, so, well, we're not, today's not Friday, but we're on Friday of the festival date. And right after the band live comes one of the three female artists of the weekend called three female artists of the weekend, and she is called Sheryl Crow. Now, I'm a huge Sheryl Crow fan. Thanks, Mother. My mother was a huge fan of Sheryl Crow, and it's kind of like your parents listen to it enough. Well, I guess I kind of like it now too. It's one of those. I love Sheryl Crow. She's got some killer tunes. She's a great singer, awesome, kick-ass bass player. And this is one of my favorite songs called There Goes the Neighborhood. My mother knows. I used to clap along like this part. I used to clap around all the time. So definitely one of my favorite songs. And it's one of my favorite performances from Woodstock 99. It's one that kind of often gets overshadowed. Sheryl Crow went through quite a bit. Around 99, she went through quite a bit throughout her career. And during her performance at Woodstock, it's really funny. At one point, all the guys are saying, oh, "Come on, show us your boobs and stuff like that." And she's like, "You're gonna have to pay a lot more to see those than you did to get in here." And it's just, she combats that because this is one of the big stories of the weekend. Is the guys, I don't know, whoever, if you went to Woodstock 99 and you were one of the guys who were like an asshole to the women, man, that's not cool at all. Constantly Woodstock 99 gets the reputation of it was just a nasty place for women to be. Constantly women got harassed for, not showing their tits, or they'd be getting grabbed constantly. If you were shirtless, you were getting groped, and if you weren't shirtless, you were getting yelled at to be shirtless, and then you were getting groped. And I'll get into it later on a little bit. There's a lot of sexual assault that goes on during Woodstock 99. But it's just nice to see Sheryl Crow kind of combats all the jocks, I guess. I don't know what they were. But it's just a bunch of males all cranky. I don't know, a lot of testosterone in the air. And that's what evidently turns into rage later on, because they're coming in here, they're paying $150 already to rock. They're coming in, they want to have a good time, they're paying $150. Now in 1999, $150 I'd say is probably about $200-300 now, maybe, I don't know, even more probably. And they're paying, and then they pay all this money to get in. And then right away, you want a piece of pizza? That's $12. Thank you. $12 for a piece of pizza? You can get one from Domino's for $13-14. So $12 a pizza and $5 a beer. Okay, so beer is about the same price as water. So you can kind of see where at the end of the weekend, people are hungry. They're like tired. They're dehydrated because they haven't been drinking water. They've only been fed booze and drugs, no clean porta potties. Like, it's a disaster, and it's just it spirals really quickly out of control. Woodstock 99 is notorious for the aftermath, which was the big riot at the end. We're going to cover that in great details later on, probably in a couple of weeks. But yeah, man, it's insane. Yeah, it's just nuts. So Sheryl Crow comes on right after live. So the evening is still okay because live came on. I didn't tell you last episode, but live came on. It was 4. They had 4 till 5. Sheryl Crow comes on 5:15 to 6:30. So it's still pretty early. After Sheryl Crow comes DMX. This is only on the East stage, by the way. After Sheryl Crow comes DMX, and then comes The Offspring, and then Korn, and then Bush. That's on the East stage. And on the West stage, we had, on the West stage that night, we had Spitfire, Oleander, the Umbilical Brothers, Lit, Buckcherry, The Roots, Insane Cloud Posse, and George Clinton. So it's actually musically not an aggressive day. The most aggressive thing that could set off the crowd is Korn. And even then, it's nothing compared to what you'll see Saturday night with Rage Against the Machine and Limp Bizkit and Metallica. And then it's nothing compared to what you'll see at the end of the festival. So it's the reason I'm really fascinated with the whole Woodstock 99 saga is because it's just, you watch the live videos, like I've watched almost every live set from the bands there, and you watch them, and as the day goes on, you see it getting more and more violent, more and more women are getting groped, more and more things are starting to fly through the air, and the place is just starting to look a lot more gross and dirty and trash everywhere. And then Saturday comes up, and now people are starting to shove more, getting a little more violent. And then Sunday, ultimately, big fire. That's where I'll leave you off for this episode. That was Sheryl Crow's There Goes the Neighborhood. And it's actually a pretty good song for that because, there goes the neighborhood. It's basically like all these people came together and it's like, oh, there goes the neighbor. It's all going to hell now. Here we go. So I didn't clue in until just now that this is actually a pretty fitting song. And she actually played this live at Woodstock 99. I didn't get, this wasn't actually a live recording from it because she doesn't have one. But yeah, sorry, it's not an actual live recording. It's from her album called The Globe Sessions. Sheryl Crow, I'm definitely going to be doing more of Sheryl Crow. I love Sheryl Crow, so you're going to hear more Sheryl Crow just outside of Woodstock 99, just because it's so good. Thank you for listening to this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy every video we got on Tunage. Tune in tomorrow where I'm going to have another band from Friday, and then Friday another band from Friday's Woodstock 99 coverage. I'm going to talk a bit more about stuff, get a little more into details of what's happening, and setting the scene for you, really. Because when it gets into Saturday and Sunday, it gets really crazy really quick. So I'm setting the scene for you, kind of painting a picture so you understand why it goes to shit really quickly. Alrighty, have a good day. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Peace.